Hello, y'all. It's me, Candy again. It should be like 11:19 right now, or still 11:18 at night, Pensacola time. Is actually Central Time, not Eastern Time. And so I just woke up. Like, I'm surprised they even let me sleep. Um, I guess it was an hour, or I don't think it was. Maybe it might have been 2 or 3 hours that they let me sleep. I don't know how long, but I just woke up from a scary nightmare that in a dream the foster sister Joni was telling me basically about a mystery death in the foster family. Um so in the dream she told me that the foster cousin Mildred, well, the foster mom's niece Mildred, was gonna tell everybody at a certain future time who had recently passed in the family in the dream. And um I don't remember how much time she said it was, but I just remember it was some future time that was supposed to be longer than 2 weeks, that the foster cousin Mildred in a dream was gonna what Joni was telling me in a dream, that I mean about you know, about the idea of somebody who supposedly was to die in the family, and then but it wasn't supposed to be revealed until later. That spooked me out, because then I woke up having to go pee, and I woke up with the like an intense headache, like I guess migraine. And then I went to use the bathroom, and then I came back to my sleep spot, and um and so then I the headache stopped once I laid back down. I'm laying down right now, but I have the camera facing me, but I don't want to sit up because I'm laying down because my pants, my shorts and my legs are too wet and dirty. Well, not wet anymore, but they're sticky and dirty and have pee residue from when the times when they force urinate me, try to force me to pee on myself. So then, like, it was very dark like it is right now, but it's kind of light because they have a bright moon and certain street lights on. But in a dream it was more dark, and Joni was supposed to take me to go to not exactly Firehouse Subs, but a place portrayed similar to that, to go get dinner to eat. Um, and it was like 11 o'clock at night or something in a dream. But then in real life, when I woke up and with that headache, then went to use the bathroom, well, my potty spot, and well, I noticed that it was a two-door BMW that it wasn't a convertible, but it had some red light that kept flickering off and on. In real life, that's close to my sleep spot right now. And It said BMW 235i, and it seemed pretty new, and the windows seemed very dark and tinted. Well, the foster mom back in the 90s used to drive BMW 325i with the top down, and it was convertible. And so, but in the dream, the foster mom was portrayed to still be alive. So she wasn't one of the family members who was to have died, in the dream. I remember in real life, I told the story about my cousin Blake. Before he died, there were signs, and there were even signs about his death. Even after he died, I would have nightmares, and I remember last year, me being homeless on the streets, I had a couple of nightmares about death. One nightmare was a white lady who I saw she ran into the woods and had like a creepy, scary scream, and she got stabbed to death by a black man. It was a non-homeless woman in the dream who got stabbed to death. It was a white lady who got stabbed to death by a black man in a dream, in the nightmare. And then I had another nightmare that was supposed to be like prophesying or predicting my death, But I can't believe what my cousin Blake, before he got shot and killed, I had one nightmare about his death, that he died it was in 2008 that I had the nightmare. And then about twice more in 2016 before he died, I had two more nightmares. Like, one nightmare was that the biological family attended a black lady's funeral whose face that I never in real life saw, but all the biological family members attended this lady's funeral. And then after that, I had a nightmare about guns, and I was shown signs like I had a nightmare about hiding two guns under my pillow, and I never dream about guns, and I never I don't care about put guns or anything like that, Yet I'm on this freaking terrorist watch list. Excuse me. So then after that, I went to sleep and then woke up and feeling super dizzy a couple of days before Blake got killed. Like, I think it was the night of his birthday. And then later on that evening, I didn't realize it was gang stalking, but somebody nearly killed me. I think it was on my cousin's birthday, because he died. He got shot and killed 2 nights after his birthday, after his 32nd birthday in 2016. And I almost died. I mean, it was a white male who came so close to striking me with his car. Remember I told you about the gang stalkers? But this guy nearly succeeded and he made a left turn and was speeding so fast and was not going to slow down. And he nearly struck me, and somebody else had eyewitnessed it. And some people say that was God protecting me, because I almost was going to be dead and not going to be here. And they probably would have lost 2 family members. I would have been dead and the family wouldn't care, but everybody cared about Blake, But yeah, almost died. I ended up feeling all dizzy and stuff and feeling weird, you know, and having like severe vertigo. And then I had a nightmare about my nephew Raymond. They tried to pronounce him dead, but he was up. He had just gotten shot, but he was up looking around in the dream. But my nephew Raymond was upset, in real life about, my cousin and a lot of family members about Blake being robbed and shot and killed. But in the dream, excuse me, Raymond was physically alive, but they pronounced him dead like a couple of in a dream. But in real life, he's still alive, But I had a nightmare about that, and then woke up with the vertigo again. And then I had a nightmare that when I was living in Greenville, South Carolina, a nightmare that a guy had stuck a gun through my window and was waving it and pointing it and moving it around and nearly shot me, but then shot a friend of mine in a dream, And so then, I don't know, it's just really scary. Um, well, it reminded me of Aaliyah's death, even though I didn't have any sleeping dreams, but I had real life signs. Like my junior year in high school, I went to school with a girl named Alea Hopkins, and everybody laughed and mocked her and tried to compare her name to Aaliyah. And then next thing you know, my senior year in high school, they had this girl named Cheryl Lynn McCoy, that everybody said looked just like Aaliyah. And then after I graduated, it was the month of August, July. It was actually July and August. I flew on an airplane for the first time in 2001. And then shortly after, Aaliyah had actually died in that plane crash. So that's what I did a video on this on my other channel before they took it down, but now I have this other scary nightmare. All I'm saying is I hope this doesn't mean anything, but I heard that they're constantly finding subliminal and covert and secret ways to threaten us, targeted individuals, about, us, our death. And as y'all know, well, today is now, it's still August 30th, almost the 31st tomorrow, and the gang stalkers had planned to do me in for the month of August, and I'm still here. I'm still alive, and I think it's very fucked up that even the biological sister Ramona was trying to find slick ways to try to get me to kill myself, and then go and lie to everybody and say that I'm crazy for being suicidal. Like, this was years ago. But she would try everything she could to try to manipulate. How could you do that to your own fucking biological sister? And I heard she tried that with my twin sister too, but my twin sister perps me too and have made me feel the same way. But, I'm still alive, and not feeling like I'm, trying to kill myself right now. So y'all can be assured of that. But it's like nobody in my family has a history of death by suicide. Nobody that I know from my family have death by suicide, But they've been the biological family and the foster family throughout the years have tried to do whatever they can to get me to off myself, and then call me crazy whenever I attempted suicide. Then they want to try to get me to attempt suicide, and then when I attempt suicide and end up in a mental hospital, that's when they want to pretend to fake like they want to save me and like they care about me. It's all fake. But I just woke up spooked and scared from that nightmare that I just had, feeling kind of scared to go back to sleep. But I'm going to try to go back to sleep. They vibrated my body again earlier tonight, a few hours ago. So I'm staying alive, just to reassure y'all. I'm not ready to die right now. I'm scared to die, especially from that little nightmare I just had. But I'll see y'all later. Thanks and bye.